And interesting, though, because this game was 13-6, or 21-6 rather, at the half. And on the kickoff, on the opening kickoff, almost a touchdown by Village Academy. But once again, there was one of those flags came out and took it away. So this team does have talent. It's got a lot of speed. There is no doubt about that, John, that this team has some burners. If you get them out in the open, they can get down there pretty quick.
Well, again, it's special teams tonight. It's just like
exactly.
Get strapped in because you don't know what's going to happen. But for being a young team, obviously Village Academy is going to be reckoned with in the years to come. And I look forward to. I hope we're able to play this game, annually type of thing against Mark, the athletic director, Mark Sauer, and his Tigers. Well,
this is a nice way to start a good-natured rivalry, and so far the action has been, while there have been a lot of penalty flags, it hasn't been for fighting or anything like that. So they're playing the game here in good spirit, and we heard from the coach, Kevin Thompson, right before the start of the second half. And now right down there we've got Devontae Robinson down, and looks to be in a considerable amount of pain. And Robinson is one of those guys, one of those burners that we talked about, who has got a lot of speed. But right now the trainer getting out there, and the way he's treating it, it looks like a cramp. And for those of you who have never had a cramp in your calf muscle, describing that pain is it's pretty unbelievable, isn't it?
I remember when I played high school basketball, and we'd come back from an away trip, cramped up in the back of the
folks, 28-6 is the score. 5:07 to go in the third quarter.
And I'd get
we have a man
cramp,
down.
And I mean, it'd be so bad sometimes.
Just to recap the story tonight.
Or you go to bed at night after playing ball, and then midway through the night, about 3 in the morning, that calf muscle balls up like that. Oh my goodness!
And that's the one I was talking about, because when the last time it happened to me, it's been a long time, thank goodness. But I woke up at probably 3 in the morning with just this incredible pain in my leg, and went down and felt my calf muscle, and it felt like there was a baseball in my calf muscle.
Yeah,
and what is a baseball doing in my leg right now? Yeah, so we do understand that Devontae is in a considerable amount of pain out there, but the good news is that this too will pass, and the trainers are working on his leg right there. And there's also an EMT who is also on staff and available to help out the players, and we've seen him actually a couple of times tonight helping out, taking care of players who've been injured.
Yep. Well, of course, we have the MT here on every game. Doesn't matter if it's a junior high game, a JV game, or a varsity game.
And then just now, number 11 for Berean.
Looks like our injured player has just a blown tire.
Yeah.
And hopefully he'll be all right.
Yeah, he's coming off the field limping a little bit, but hopefully we will see him back in the game. That's Devontae Robinson, wide receiver and free safety, a 9th grader. So, yeah, you'll see. Unfortunately, you guys may see a lot of him in years to come. Not necessarily good news, because he has got some speed.
Yes, he does.
All right, so now starting here, their second drive of the third quarter is Village Academy. There's the give and a missed tackle, and taking advantage of it.
Wow.
Burning up the center of the field and still on his feet. Unbelievable if he can break this tackle, but he is finally going to be pulled down is David Knowles. And they have got, I would say, a stable of these guys who can really turn on the juice.
Well, now that right there was probably the prototypical way of not to tackle. I think every one of those defenders, Berean defenders, you watch, we're grabbing the shoulder pads.
We can count them. There's one.
And
we're going to have 2 up here pretty quick.
That's about a 38-yard pickup by David
he didn't even get a hand on him, so that's not a missed tackle.
For the Tigers. First and 10
well, 2.
Hey, yeah.
Now he's getting corralled. That's 3. But finally, number 32 there, Jonathan Yergin.
Tannen Roberts.
Or rather, Tannen Roberts gets a hand on him, and he still doesn't want to go down, does he?
Yeah. I think half the team tried to tackle him.
So first and 10 now from the 35-yard line. Quick little pass out to number 7. That's Dontrell Dalton, but well covered on that play.
The completion is good to number 7.
And actually
David
taken
Dalton.
out, looks like a loss of about 4 yards.
Derek Medellin made the tackle there from his linebacker position. And
second down and 13.
Of course, Derek actually is probably one of our spirited leaders. He usually, he's a sophomore, but he's the one that does the rah-rah and breaking it down and takes a lot of the verbal leadership out there. And again, I can truly say is a good kid. I mean, we got a lot of good kids.
All right, so 2nd and 13 we'll call it here. And the coach is on the sideline. And that was Coach Thompson not happy, but his players did get the play off, but nowhere to go there for Larry Brim.
Quarterback David Brim, a sack by number 7.
And I was going to ask you, the tapes are rolling and the game is going here. This is a good time to maybe thank some people for helping make this night possible.
Oh,
if
yes,
you'd like to.
absolutely. Acreage Properties did a lot for us financially. Here's a replay. Looked like Doug Tarana missed the sack there, but there is Kelby Maynor. Kelby's one of our big linemen, lineman type of thing, and he actually had several tackles last week and had 21 tackles in our spring game. He has a switch that's on every now and then.
And we'll get back to that list on the next play. And still on his feet once again is David Knowles. Now, I almost thought I saw a flag flying up there, but I hopefully was incorrect. No, I did not see a flag. And that'll get it back to just past the original line of scrimmage, and that'll make it 4th down, but guess what? They're not done yet. They're going for it on this one, you know that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. With all the speed they've got, why not?
David Knowles, thank you very much.
All right, so 4th and 9.5 here for the Tigers of Village Academy. Trying to get back into this game, down 28-6 now with just under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. There's the snap, and looking like he wanted to go deep, but still holding on to the ball and trying to rip it out of his hands of the defensive. He seemed very distracted, while all around him, defensive players were getting in his business.
Well, he was gonna let it fly, and he looks like somebody hit his arm, and then it looked like I couldn't tell if that was Kelby Maynor. Here we go. Tried to strip it away.
Let's see, he's got his man here now. Want to throw, but no. Wait. He stops,
pulls it
and
back.
now I got the ball, and now boom, and now bing, and zoom. You got to give him credit for he maintained his composure while being whacked on all sides.
Absolutely.
And he held on to the football. But that's going to turn it over on downs, so that will bring out the Bulldog offense. Berean Christian, 1st and 10. Looks like it's from about the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 Berean from the Tiger 40-yard line.
And I am correct, the PA announcer
yes.
confirming that for me. Thank you, sir. 1st and 10. Johnny Lance going to pitch it out to the right here. And around the right side there is room to run, but slips on his own cleat there. That was Mr. Orwater again.
Yes.
That's tailback.
Again, he's tiny. But he's all gristle.
So it looks like a pickup of 10 yards, and that's a Berean.
Sometimes we call those guys scrappy.
That's right. I don't know if the camera guys can get tied in on one of the jerseys there that Berean wears. They're wearing a commemorative patch. We used to be red, white, and blue. We used to be the Patriots, and so there's a BER that's in red, white, and blue, and then the EAN is in orange, white, and navy, or orange, white, and blue, and that is something we presented also in a glass frame to the Berean Patriots, and something we're real proud of.
1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Back looking to throw. Got a man down the sideline, and he's open. Underthrew him, but he makes a good catch, breaks a tackle, and is going to be dragged down at about the 5-yard line.
That's Tannen Roberts.
Is that Mr. Tannen Roberts, who is having himself a pretty good game as well tonight?
Yeah, Keon and Tannen are probably our 2 most athletic players. Of course, Alex our strongest. And here you see a replay of it. Johnny drops back. This is his first year to play quarterback. He actually has developed some nice form And, of course, the ball is lofted probably 35 yards, a little underthrown, but there's Tannen. He makes the adjustment as he beat the defender and almost broke it all the way before he was tackled there by Dalton down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, I got to tell you, as a compliment to Mr. Lance, I've seen worse throws by starting FSU quarterbacks this year. Absolutely. So.
And Johnny's dad actually was one of the players from the Berean Patriots. He was number 86, a punter back then, and so his dad was one of the original graduating class of '82, and he's over on the sidelines watching his dad, or watching his boy play.
And that's a 5-yard penalty going the other way.
And I'm sure is very proud.
Absolutely.
And a little illegal procedure penalty there against Berean, so it's going to back them up. And I think we're going to, yep, we've come to the end of the quarter. It is 28-6, Berean Christian leading. We'll be back with fourth quarter action.